It's Joseph and Sarah. If y'all would like to come up here, that'd be great, and do that. First up is Joseph Wood. Please note, I'm taking the gavel away.
Oh, they're going up there. Okay, good. I can set this down then.
Good morning.
He's taking the gavel away. Hell no.
First of all, Pastor Iverson, thank you for the second. With Governor, appreciate you so much. And all of you, I want to thank you. You guys know, obviously I announced, and as soon as I announced I was in a pretty bad car wreck. I shouldn't be standing in front of you, but I appreciate your prayers and your support. But here we are today, and I thank God for having me being able to stand here before you. Grit. Last night we heard Speaker McCarthy talk about grit. That's our country. That's the Republican Party. That we're willing to do and push through regardless. This country started, we had Native Americans being pushed off lands, blacks who were enslaved, women couldn't vote. If you were white and didn't have property, you couldn't vote. But our idea was that all men are created equal. We got rights endowed by our Creator, but we weren't living up to those, but yet we, with the grit, continue to push forward. And today, everybody votes. We got our first female governor in the state of Arkansas because of that grit. We cannot take that for granted. The rest of the world still is coming to this country because they want a piece of that. We, as a Republican Party, has the answers for what is ailing this country, what is ailing this state. It is to encourage freedom, to make sure that our kids can have an option and choice when it comes to school. And our legislators and our governor worked hard to do that. We've been asking and working for decades to get that done, and we finally got that done in Arkansas. And now the rest of the country is looking, how do we do that? Law enforcement, public safety, we worked on the crimes bill, and we got that done in Arkansas. And I'm happy to have worked and been part of that to get that passed. It's about the grit. Yesterday we had a conference with Family Council. It was about biblical worldview. And I spoke there, and I shared about being the grit, to stay on our journey, just like our country. Many of you guys know I was found in a box as an infant. It was my grit that helped me get through. No, it was the Lord's hand on me that said, yes, you got a life, I got a purpose, I got a plan for you, and you will be what I've chosen and put into you. And as I went through this, it was tough. I grew up in the streets of Chicago. I didn't get adopted until I was 10 years old, but it was the grit that kept me moving forward. 1988, my life changed because there was a guy I was talking to complaining about what was going on in Chicago. I worked in local school councils. I've been a part of the election commissions and poll working. And I didn't see the change. And I'm complaining to this older gentleman who was a mentor of mine, Dr. Stewart. He said, "Oh, you're talking to me like I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican." And I stopped him. I was stunned. What do you mean you're in Chicago? Everybody's a Democrat, black, white, old, young. He said, "No, that's not true. I'm a Republican. In fact, I'm a third-generation Republican." And my mouth dropped because I never even heard of such a creature called Republicans. Not in Chicago. But then he started talking to me, and as he started talking and sharing with me the principles of the Republican Party and what they believe and how the scales fell off my eyes, and I switched parties in 1988. I think we were the only two Republicans in Chicago. But I stayed the course. And again, it's that grit. In Chicago, the bastion of liberalism and elections and all, that was in Chicago. But because of that, I ended up realizing in 1988 that this American dream was real and it was possible for anybody, again, even a kid found in the box, that they can pursue that dream called America. Life, liberty, and pursuit for anyone. And so that's the work that I've been doing, working with teenagers in Chicago, keeping them from mom and dad, they divorced. I had to take care of my brothers and sisters, 4 of them. They're not my kids, but I had to do it. My time is up. I appreciate your support, your vote. We have work to do in Arkansas. I'm looking forward to doing that with you. I ask for your vote. God bless you.
Thank you, Joseph. Sarah, you have 5 minutes.